You are tired, are you not? Not just physically, but deep in your bones. Tired of the endless noise, the scrolling, the expectations. You feel like you are constantly running on a treadmill, burning out, but never actually moving forward. What if I told you the ultimate solution is not to push harder, but to completely disappear? Look around you. Everyone is screaming for attention. We live in an era where your availability is expected 24/7. You give a piece of yourself to your boss, your friends, the glowing screen in your hand, and by the end of the day, there is absolutely nothing left for you. I know that feeling. I know the silent exhaustion that creeps in when you lay your head on the pillow, knowing tomorrow will demand the exact same sacrifice. You are scattered, stretched too thin, and losing your grip on the person you actually want to be. But this is not a life sentence. This is merely a symptom of a life lived entirely on the surface. To cure it, you must be willing to do what 99% of people are terrified to do. You must withdraw. You must embrace the silence. When I say disappear, I do not mean buying a one-way ticket to a remote island, though the thought is tempting. I am talking about disappearing from the noise. I am talking about intentional isolation. The ancient Stoics understood this perfectly. Marcus Aurelius ruled the greatest empire on earth, yet he constantly retreated into the fortress of his own mind. He knew that to govern others, he first had to govern himself. Today, we call this the monk mode protocol. It is a period of absolute, unbroken dedication to your own growth, stripping away every single non-essential distraction. No meaningless socializing, no toxic habits, no seeking validation from people who do not truly care about your future. When you are constantly accessible, your energy is diluted. People take your time for granted, and worse, you take your own time for granted. By stepping back, you reclaim your most valuable asset, your focus. You teach the world how to treat you by showing them that your time is expensive. Understand this. Disappearing is not about hiding from your problems. It is about finally facing them. When you strip away the late nights, the endless scrolling, and the superficial conversations, what are you left with? You are left with yourself, and for a lot of people, that is a terrifying reality. In the quiet, your insecurities will scream, your past failures will echo, but that is exactly where the work begins. You cannot fix a foundation while the house is full of noisy guests. You have to kick everyone out, tear up the floorboards, and get your hands dirty. During these 6 months of focused isolation, you rebuild. You read the books you've been putting off. You train your body until the weakness leaves it. You build that business. You learn that skill. You master your mind. You forge a discipline so unbreakable that when you finally step back into the light, you are completely unrecognizable. You are no longer a participant in the noise. You are the architect of your own reality. There will be moments when the loneliness feels heavy. There will be nights where you wonder if you're making a mistake, while everyone else is out living for the weekend, chasing cheap dopamine. Let them. Cheap thrills build cheap lives. You are building an empire, and empires are constructed in silence. The pain of discipline weighs ounces, but the pain of regret weighs tons. When you embrace the quiet, you undergo a metamorphosis. You stop reacting to the world and start dictating the terms of your own existence. Every time you choose your purpose over a temporary pleasure, you are hammering a new piece of armor onto your character. This is the alchemy of isolation. You take the raw, exhausted materials of your current self and refine them in the fire of absolute focus. It requires a stoic resolve. It requires you to look in the mirror and demand more from the reflection. So here is my challenge to you. Give me 6 months. 6 months of ghost mode. Disappear from the distractions, cut the excuses, and commit to your own evolution. The world will still be here when you return, but you will be a completely different beast. Your time starts now. Subscribe if you are ready to begin the work.